What is up, you beautiful people? I am Mr. Riddlesworth, and welcome to my little thoughts video on Battlefield 1. Now, this game is very difficult. It seems as though it's been made for the hardcore players. Either that, or I'm just not used to the old style mechanics of the game just yet. But first things first, when the game was released for public beta, there was a lot of connection issues. I could not play it at all. Due to the servers being taken down and them struggling to recover to get them up. But let's get into the meat of the video and talk about the gameplay and the graphics. Visually, this game looks absolutely amazing. It looks beautiful. And the destruction of the environments is extremely satisfying and as close to realism as I've seen it so far. And the dynamic weather system that they have added to the game adds a whole new depth to the battle. One minute it could be as clear as day, and the next it could be hit by sandstorms or thunderstorms. Something that they put into Battlefield 4, but they were timed events in Battlefield 4. You know, at a certain time through the battle, the weather would change. Whereas in this, it's all randomized. So you could be hit by any weather system at any point in the battle, which is really interesting, and it adds a whole new feel to the game, which brings it a bit more closer to realism. However, there are still quite a few small bugs in the beta, which is why they run these public betas anyway, so that, you know, everybody can test and report back on their experiences. Mine has been pretty good on the PC, but on the Xbox One it's a whole different story. The lag was ridiculous. I was getting quite a lot of Kylo Ren style bolts being held in the air kind of effects, like being stuck, which was kind of interesting. But all this footage you see here is on the PC, so it was pretty good, pretty smooth. And all in all, it had the feel of a Battlefield title. Now, the gunplay is extremely difficult to get used to, and it seems as though most of the guns are ridiculously underpowered. Most long-range rifles will get you a kill in 2 shots, unless it's a headshot, and most pistols and submachine guns would get you a kill in 4 to 6 shots, and it really makes the game frustrating, especially for me. It's been a while since I played Battlefield title. Even the machine guns on the tanks and the mounted machine guns seem extremely underpowered. Also, the artillery batteries that you can get in that are lying around the map are ridiculously underpowered. It takes 2 to 3 artillery shells to take out even a light tank, which is ridiculous, and it makes the game a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Because when you initially start playing, there's quite a lot of players that have been playing it since it was released in beta stage, not the public beta, but the reviewing beta, which they send out to all the popular YouTubers and other people of interest. And quite a few of them are on here, and they're quite high level, so they've got quite powerful guns, which doesn't make it any easier, which makes it frustrating as hell to try and get any kills whatsoever. I spent most of my time on the floor than I did putting other people down, but I'm sure once I start leveling up and acquiring these better weapons, then it'll be easier for me to get some kills myself. So I'm going to be putting plenty of hours into this to try and put that theory into practice. But all in all, this game so far is really, really good. I'm enjoying it so much. And I'm a bit gutted that they didn't put Team Deathmatch in there, because that is one of my all-time favourite game modes. You know, just getting in there, getting a gun, going around killing people. It's nice to have objectives, but not everybody on the beta is an objective kind of player, so you kind of feel left out. You'll go to take over a flag and you'll be there on your own, while all the other people are just around in the surrounding areas and just aiming to get kills, basically. And you know, a TDM kind of mode would have separated the objective players from the non-objective players, which probably would have made the experience a lot better, in my opinion. But I am definitely going to be purchasing this title, maybe even pre-ordering it so I get the bonuses, because I love Battlefield games. They're straight up my favourite FPS shooter games, and then obviously Call of Duty is second to that. But that's a conversation for another video. But all in all, the game is absolutely beautiful. It runs really smooth, and the mechanics so far do have their faults, but I'm sure they can work them out. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my little opinionated video of Battlefield 1. And I want to thank you guys, as always, for all the continuing support you give me. Much love to every single one of you, you beautiful people. And as always, peace out.